All right, guys, we're going to talk quickly about null and alternative hypotheses. So whenever you try to prove something, you make a null and an alternative hypothesis. And I like to call it the ho-ha. The ho and the ha. The ho and the ha. The null and its alternative. Here's the gist of it. The null hypothesis is the boring hypothesis. It's the, oh man, why did I waste all this time hypothesis. The treatment didn't work hypothesis. The 25% of the people still like Elvis hypothesis. The, whatever it is. It's the nothing has changed hypothesis. The alternative is usually the thing you're trying to prove or trying to figure out. Has the cheese preference changed or has cheese preference increased? Well, it said back in the day, 30, whatever, I don't remember what I said, but like 30% like cheese. So your null hypothesis is 30% still like cheese. So your null hypothesis is 30% still like cheese. And then you go on and you read at the end, it says, oh, has this increased? Well, let's see, has it increased? You want to prove it has increased. That's your alternative. That has gone above, okay? In words, it would say 30% of these kids still like cheese. This is saying it's increased more than 30% like cheese now.
In our example, the null hypothesis would be that there's no relationship between using the app and listening to the teacher read. The alternative hypothesis would be that students who use the app would score higher than those listening to the teacher read.
In 2000, 30% of people liked butter. I don't know. Has this increased? Okay, that's what I want to know. Has it increased? I'm just going to assume 30% still like butter, and there's my null hypothesis, that 30% still like butter. All right, I want to see, has it increased? That's what I'm going to try to prove. There's my ha. Let's see. Let's see if we can find out significant increase, greater than 0.3. Has the proportion of people that like butter gone up? Well, after the new news that came out that butter's not that bad, I have a feeling it's going to go up, but I don't know until I test my hypothesis. The logic is this. This is the logic, okay? It's saying, all right, you make your null and alternative. If you remember the whole p-value video, make your null and alternative. You assume that this is still true, that 30% of people do still like butter. Then you make a null model. This is where all the p-hats would land, if 30% still like butter, okay? So it would be around here, if 30% still like butter. You go out and take a sample, and you find in your sample 45% like butter. And you go like this. Where would that? Whoa, that's very unlikely to happen randomly if the null were true. As a matter of fact, that's so unlikely to have happened randomly if the null were true that I don't think it was randomly happening with this true null. I think the null was false. I think that more people do like butter now.
So back to our example, if we reject the null, saying that there's no relationship, then we're saying that it might be worth considering the alternative. If we fail to reject the null, then we're saying that there is no relationship between the app and reading to students.